Good morning, Merry Christmas, and welcome back to Bald Feather Bets. We will give you a quick recap of Monday Night Football. Yeah, that was the last time we were on. And then we'll lay out the plays for the 3 NFL Christmas games today. Nothing yet in terms of plays for the rest of the weekend. Nothing for the 2 Saturday games or the slate on Sunday or Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football this past week, Colts +6 was 3 units, and then we added 2 more units later on in the day. Did not hit. The 49ers won by 21, if I remember correctly. Looked good early. What we kind of thought in terms of Jonathan Taylor and the ground game for the Colts being able to exploit some of the key injuries that the 49ers have was correct. However, the Colts pass defense decided that they were not going to attend the game, and Brock Purdy ate them alive. So, big struggle on the defensive end. Probably a killer in terms of the Colts season. It's going to be very difficult for them at this point to make up that ground. Texans got a win this past week, so they widened the gap between them. It's going to be tough on the Colts to get back into this thing. They still mathematically are in it. 2 teams that are still mathematically in it are the Colts and the Lions, but I don't think either of them at this point, given that they both lost this last weekend. And the teams that they needed to catch won. It's going to be tough for both those teams. On the 49ers side, I told you 49ers number 1 overall seed in the NFC was one of our favorite bets to make it +600 a couple of weeks ago, and it is looking fantastic. Okay, so then for NFL today, 3 games, not what the NFL wanted in terms of 3 backup quarterbacks, and none of these games having real meaning for the playoffs outside of AFC West, number one overall seed from the AFC for Denver, and then the Lions, I think 7% chance to make the playoffs. First game, though, is actually the one where the backup quarterback that's playing in it is the one that we trust the most, and Josh Johnson. He is a veteran. He has started multiple games in the NFL. He knows what he's doing. It's not a complete unknown out there. Line has grown all the way to Commanders +9 at some places, based off of the fact that it was known that Mariota was not going to be able to give it a go. And because of that, we see that line as being too high, and we're on the Commanders +9 for 3 units. I don't expect them to stop Dallas from scoring. I just don't really expect this Dallas defense to have a whole lot for the Commanders either, even with Josh Johnson playing quarterback. Very different team than what started the season, obviously. But still a lot of skill players and weapons that we like on that Commanders side, and why we're going to roll with them. Then in the second game, we have the Lions and we have the Vikings. J.J. McCarthy not able to go. He has the hand fracture. So we're getting Roseman? I think that's his name. The FCS quarterback who started a couple weeks back when the Vikings did not score. Line, you could early in the week get as low as Lions -6. Now you're at Lions -7 or Lions -7.5, depending on the book. Really, really tough one here, honestly, to pick, because the world would, a model in the world and everything would tell you that's too many points for the Vikings. But that happened the last time Brosman started, and the Vikings scored 0 points. And it looked... He did not look prepared. He did not look ready. It made J.J. McCarthy look good, and J.J. McCarthy hasn't really been great all year, although he's gotten better down the stretch. We're going to lay the 7 with the Lions here for 3 units. I don't love it. Because if Brosman does give you a performance that's stable backup NFL quarterback, then they should cover the 7 given all the injuries that the Lions have on the defensive side, especially in the back end where the Vikings are clearly very strong at wide receiver. So don't love it, but it's a little bit of a I just can't roll with Roseman again after having what was maybe the worst start in the NFL this season. Okay, then going to the Chiefs. A little bit of a similar situation, Chiefs Broncos, a little bit of a similar situation in terms of the backup quarterback situation being very unknown with the Chiefs. However, the line is like double. So in that Vikings-Lions game, you're at 7, 7.5. Chiefs, you're at 13, 13.5, or 14. We even touched 14 as of this morning. So I don't really like anything about the Chiefs right now, and they put Rashee Rice, Thornton, Watson, and the other cornerback all on injured reserve. So those guys aren't going. Obviously, you have no Mahomes or Gardner Minshew. But what you do have is you have Travis Kelce probably playing his last game at Arrowhead Field. It's Christmas Day. I'm also someone who believes that the NFL knows what they have in these slate of games, and they really do not want all of them to be blowouts. I think you'll see maybe a little bit of favorable calls for the Chiefs. It's just human nature. It's just refs are a part of the product too, and it's human nature when one team is clearly going to be overwhelmed to help them out a little bit. So we are on the Chiefs plus the 14 for 3 units in that one. That's it. Like I said, we'll be back at you again Saturday for the 2 NFL games that we have, bangers. Ravens, Packers, and Chargers, Texans. And then we'll be back at you Sunday for the full slate, and then Monday for Monday Night Football. And then obviously as we head into next week, we got the college football playoff. We have the final week of the regular season in the NFL. Should be a great time. Enjoy your Christmas. Merry Christmas again. Hopefully you're having a good time with family. I fly back home today, so should be back into a more normal, regular mode when it comes to the videos. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.